Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. What's up, Nico? Nico did it. It's murder. That's it. We're done. Game over.
Murderer Detective Chaos.
Game over, right? Game over. That's all we gotta do. We done solved the mystery. Very good. A good game. We did it. GG's. All right, we're gonna do something different today. This is going to be recorded for Invisible Corporations, so if you haven't already, go check out Invisible Corporations. But we got to get into the video and stuff, so I'll explain everything there and we'll see what happens. All right, who's ready to record? I am. Let's do this thing. What's good, Chaotic Nation and Invisible Corporations? My name is Chaos, and welcome back to the channel. We're gonna try something a little bit different for me, which is some of this like detective stuff. I always love doing detective stuff, but we're gonna be playing Phoenix Wright, the trilogy. I'm not sure how much of the trilogy we're gonna be playing. I might do like mini series, or I might just do a full run of all three together, because we have 3 different games to play. Oh no, I exited it. Wow, good job for me. That's the first thing that we're gonna do is immediately exit the game. Good job. But it's a new thing for me. I haven't done a lot of these detective kind of games, especially on the channel. I've done a lot of action and RPG kind of stuff. This one is definitely one that's more suited for some discussion and things like that. So if it'll load back in, that'll be great. There we go. All right, well, we're gonna jump into the Ace Attorney. We have Ace Attorney, we have Justice for All, and we have Trials and Tribulations. I believe they are in order. It's 2001, 2002, 2004. All right, so I am gonna go ahead and play the first one, and we're gonna see what happens here, because I've seen somebody play some of these, but I don't remember, and it's really been a long time. So let's see. What are we starting off with? A murder. Gasp. Gasp. I'm gonna do my best to do some voices too while I'm here. I can't read that. We got swear words in this one. I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Ooh. I'll make it look like he did it. Wish I could make that fast. I probably could make that faster. Can I? Yeah. All right, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. Holy crap, it's early. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. Can I? Right. Oh, it's her. Oh, she cute. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over, my life, and everything is over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick? Hey there, Larry. Larry! You can't. I think you can play this with a controller. Let me see. If I can, I'm gonna do it. Because I hate keyboard and mouse. I can! Let's go. We're doing it with the controller. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? This person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. You're right, man. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Girlfriend's dead. Boyfriend is blamed. Gotcha. I read that without even reading that. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He usually just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Alright, here we go. August 3rd. Okay, so we're just before court. Now we're in court. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem, Mr. Wright. It's your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight's fading. Test will consist of a fairly few simple questions. Answer them correctly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendants in this case. It is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keeping your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the name of the victim. You've read it over and over again. No way. I forgot. Oh, the drawing total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Oh, of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab. I don't have tab. Or press RB. It is Cindy's autopsy. Cindy is the... Okay. Remember to check it off. Do it for me, please, I beg you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? It is... It's Cindy Stone. It's freaking Cinderblock. Oh, jeez. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me what is the cause of death. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. We watched that happen. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. It is a video game, of course. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, and the question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to court just what the object was? Can I? I can't speed up the stuff, alright. The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. See, the court accepts this into evidence. So I get, that's now in my record, so I can go in here and, gotcha. Right, be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Well, let's look at it. It's rather heavy, can I? No. So I'm like, what, 20, 23? Dude, this guy's... The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Alright. Wait, can I look at the autopsy report? Blunt. Oh, yeah, so that's how we tell what. I mean, we watched it happen, so. Not a lot going on here. We don't know much. Okay. I know how to do it. Mr. Payne, the prosecutor may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, it's not true that you were a victim of the recent... It's not true that the victim had recently dumped you. Hey, watch it, buddy! We're great together. We're Romeo, Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just was taking my phone. Wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what do you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she's completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, lies, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. That's it. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. She liked to eat candy? Crazy. Yes, older men who gave her money. Oh, that kind of sugar daddy, I get you. Took all their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Stop him from answering. Objection! My client has no idea what the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? The cheating, dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Alright, he didn't say kill her, so that's good. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is very clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Hey, what's up, Westenberg? We're not gonna... Yeah, okay. Thank you. Why are you over here now? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. This is bad. Why are you on the screen? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I'm gonna save. We're gonna have to reset it. Hold on. I don't know what even happened. So, it's on the other the other screen now. So, yeah, don't do that. Actually, you're gonna get timeout for that. If you like it. I don't know why it switched screens. I don't know even if you guys were seeing that at all. But... Alright, we're back. I don't know what was said because I missed it, so... Then what do I do? I don't even know what happened in here. Yes. Send him a signal. Why? Like my dog. Oh, well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. Don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you. Got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go into the victim's apartment that day. This simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring in Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. The murderer. Mr. Sawit, we sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please only tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. No, this is a battle? Witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. He didn't go inside. Thought immediately to call the police. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. He just sold. He did not go in her apartment. How does he know that phone doesn't work? Girl, you're gonna get slapped. Life sentence, bro. Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. That's off the time record too, right? 4 to 5. The man who ran away was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. You're dumb. You're so dumb. You're so wrong. Time's wrong. You lied. Hey, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why was the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone Mr. Sawhit used was one of those. Thank you for the resolved Kong! Much appreciated, my friend, guys. You can check out Kong's stuff on the channel, too. He's amazing. Amazing content creator. Your Honor, I have the record of the blackout for your perusal. Noon to 6 p.m. Okay, so it does fit in his... It does fit in his account. Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. We begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor? Alright, right. When this is it. The real deal. What am I supposed to do exactly? Why, you're so exposed to lies in the testimony the witness just gave. All the ones that he said! Your client is innocent, right? And the witness might have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? I would prove he's not. You hold the key. It's in your evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction. There's like 27. Just find the... Okay. President Ruffin the dude. She is vindictive. I like her. Okay, open the court record with the tab and then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay, let me do the frickin' thing. I was going door to door description when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. What do I have? I have her passport, and I have the blackout record. I also have the autopsy report. So the only thing I can do... Okay. I'm able to go inside. Hold it! Phone in an apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. That phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Okay, we tried. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Autopsy. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m., you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes say the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How did you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, is that or... This is trivial. The witness really forgot the time. There's testimony. I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawhit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? I guess that's when I killed her. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do is point out the contradiction. Lies all we get, you get more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Here to give you a testimony again. Another one? Here we go. Alright, what do you got now? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotaped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. How do you know the television was on if you wouldn't go in the apartment? We're saying the time on the taped program. Mr. Wright, may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I don't got this one. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I found the body. I heard the time. Are you sure it was the television, not a radio? Certainly there was no radio on the premises. So he doesn't. So this is we're exposing light. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. This is justified. He heard the time. It was 3 hours off, wasn't it? He can't know the time was a blackout. Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard that television or a video. Well, Francis a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit. No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. And you have a toupee on. We all saw the toupee, right? Okay. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright, sir. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? That would explain it. Alright, the murder weapon's a clock. Woohoo. There we go. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it. It says the time out loud. It doesn't look like a clock. I just submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness' testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? I don't know. Yes. I guess, right? There's gotta be something else, right? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. See, I knew it. I didn't know it, but I knew it was something was off. The witness testified never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed, the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh, the turn's half-tabled, man. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As you can see from this flashback, obviously it's this monkey in the purple suit. It's magenta, whatever color you want to give it. We have gameplay evidence from Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, that shows you in the room with the statue in your hand. How do you deny this? So the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? It's all baseless conjecture. Baseless? I just look at the witness's face. The witness scared to elaborate. Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, ah! There goes the toupee. Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should have burned. Give him the death. Give him the death. It didn't say the death, but it's funnier with the death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. Claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawwood heard was definitely this clock. The fact is, you simply is clear if you try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the chorus to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. Oh! Oh! Got him! That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me more of what time it was now? It is 11:25, and the clock is at 8 something, right? 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 As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawwood heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawwood, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha ha! You forgot one thing! What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Dang it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Fortunately, sends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawwood. Come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Is it 8:35? Not so fast, Mr. Sawwood. I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking of a way out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. That's such a... bleh. You think of the reason as why the clock would be slow now? Not really, but sure. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Oh, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim to beyond a doubt. Ha, tough words. See, you pulled off this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why this clock was running slow. I don't know, man. Well, that doesn't tell me anything, because that was the day before the murder. No, that tells us everything. Because she's in the wrong... Because she was in a different country. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. I am smart. I figured stuff out. Let's go. The victim had just returned home from the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. That clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when it struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawwood, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, because he didn't see it, he did it. Got it? Because his name is Sawwood. It's terrible. Ah. And he just passes out. We killed him. I honestly had no idea how to prove it. I'm like, how do I prove this? I'm like, is Paris... Where the heck are they if Paris is 9 hours difference? I don't... Are they in, like, California or something? Yeah, they have to be. Yeah, they're gonna be in, like, California. Because I'm assuming Paris is, like, 1 hour more... Or it's either the same time or 1 hour more than England. No, it's the same time as England. It's 5 hours Eastern time, so they have to be on the West Coast. Because that would add the 3 hours that's missing. to get you to, yeah, okay. I didn't think this through. I didn't know that. I had no idea where this game is set. I just kind of threw stuff together and hoped it worked. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. I see. Yes, Your Honor. Say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. We did it! With that, this court is adjourned. Yay, Larry claps for Larry. Turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check in and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Soffit let himself in to do this dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Soffit grabbed the nearest blunt object he can find. And it's the afternoon. Whew! Still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this beautiful before. Maybe we should... No, that's... If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life's over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick, don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Stop flirting with my cute lady. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. It made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she's just playing me for a fool. Don't make me... You want to just cry? Larry. Are you sure? Excuse me. I think she thought of quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Do you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah. Right. What the heck is she talking about? Is it the statue? Check this out, Larry. Positive proof you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. I hope that made him feel a little bit better. Alright. Right? I hope you see how important the evidence is now. Also, hopefully you realize things can change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe them. Believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. So how about a dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Dude, she's so into him. Look at the eyes. So, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no! Wait, did she die? I don't know. That's my prediction. Dude, that is chapter 1, episode 1 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the next one, we will do episode 2. It's kind of cool that like we could do an episode per per episode. An episode per episode? An episode per episode. I just ruined the screen, didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? I'll figure it out in between. But thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you have enjoyed the series. We are live for IC, so you guys should check that out over on IC if you want to see the series in its full capacity. If you're also on the channel, don't leave yet. We're going to be still streaming. And if you're watching this on IC, come over and check out the live streams. Twitch.tv/chaos6. Links are in the description down below. You can follow me over there for more information about the streaming and just watching this series and other things like it live. So come check it out. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. And of course, it's not just me here. There's plenty of other people on this channel that work hard to make you really fun and awesome content. So go down below in the description, follow all of them on their platforms too. Check out some of the other series too. If you're watching this channel just for me, you're missing out on a good portion of the content, so please go check that out as well. But that is all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, write it down. I'm really glad we did this series. I'm loving this game. It's great. We're gonna save. This game is awesome. I don't know why I never played this before. It's so good. All right. All right. Before we get into the next one, I have to reopen the game. It does something because like I'm using 2 monitors. How much was the game? I bought this off of Steam, and I think it was like it was somewhere between $5 and $10. So it was like you're getting like each game for like $1 or $2. Pretty good money. But you can buy the whole trilogy. And I've always wanted to play this because I watch people do it, so I'm interested in it. We'll see how much I have to learn. All right, on we go. Here we go. More times to go. Thank you guys for hanging out as well. Appreciate the live community too. Here we go. Recording again. What's good, Chaotic Nation and Invisible People? My name is Chaos. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are in episode 2, The Turnabout Sisters. I have no idea what's going on here. Make sure you like button, subscribe, as Jimmy would say, and we'll see what's going on. Cell phone ring. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's Mia. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having a place of my own. It's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you, so what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yes? Can you come by the office tonight saying 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. That sounds like the sound that when they're testing your ears and they're like, you're sitting on the table and they're like, raise your hand, and they have this thing in your ear and it's just like, beep, and you go like this, and you go, beep, and you go like this, and you go, And it doesn't. Yeah, that's what I hear. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. You've never had your ears checked? They do that? I don't know. December 5th, just before 9 p.m. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, are you a poor liar? Why, I see right there, over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid that I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. They just kill her. See, they did kill her. Who's this guy? Red, white, blue. Why the screen change? So she's in a trial and they killed her? Do I have any... So it's just after 9 p.m. Just have my badge. Oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. I guess the chief already left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in our office. Smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check to see if Mia's okay. Okay, I'm getting the chance on how to move things. Smell blood. Sis! Somebody's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! It has like this like really pungent odor. Just smells weird. Who are you? Page girl's dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to check the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Till finally she was cold. Aw, she was cute. Chief. Oh. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this weapon became the murder weapon again. Chief, it's hard to see her like this, but if there's any clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. Some glass shards nearby the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass and the nightstand broken in the back of the room. Okay, nothing else that seems like a clue here, huh? Piece of paper. It must have fallen out of from Mia's hand. What could it be? Word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. But I want to snoop around more. I'm gonna look at her feet. What about the window? There's a large building right across from the office. Gatewater Hotel. Nice luxurious place. Wait. Right! I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Somebody's screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding the phone in her hand. The Fay Ledger Book. Everything is written in the chief's naturally neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. All about she used the PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model, practically nothing else. Better not use it. We've tested everything, right? The girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right here on that sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run out on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya? Maya Faye? Maya? Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for this evidence outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote this message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! This guy. Hey. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. His name is Dick. Of course it's Dick. See? Gumshoe. What an odd name. We received a report from a building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It's been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you move in 1 inch. Okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She couldn't have... Whoa! Excuse me! Yeah. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here. No, in her blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. The killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down the precinct, ma'am. What? Oh, I remember the meme is like Maya gets in trouble all the time, right? Like she just gets in the worst situations. It's kind of, I think it's the running gag of this I remember. I just see the memes all the time. It's like, Bundick! Then you're in the courtroom again. It's like, what'd you do this time? Yeah, Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and get out to the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you. When you found me at the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No. I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've heard about you. Heard? Heard of what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today, my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It's quite the scene. Honestly, I was just on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear in the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Oh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay, it's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of a person who did this to Mia... I know. Do I have anything else to present? Something I've been wanting to ask you, yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, but people in religious training, is that what you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirited medium. Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Tell me more about the day of the murder. Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for her. Coming trial. Evidence. Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one that Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? I'm right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation's on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Alright, well then... Cell phone. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Alright. So you're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially women, have been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. Said if I was ever in trouble, I should go call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Okay, the trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? He told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. My visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Alright, I'll be back. I want to present the statue. I want to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. I want to ask you about this thing. Okay. Alright, we're gonna... Real pro guy. I guess we go to the other office, right? According to the reception, the big boss is out. He couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're this famous lawyer. Not to mention to run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Unless I can steal something. Table for clients, huh? Egg in case. Solid lighter. Can't tell somebody's got money here to burn. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant. It's just expensive. Painting has been bugged me ever since I stepped in here. The oil painting is so thick it practically gives the stuff nose. Sure, the price is nothing to sneeze at either for that matter. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Isn't that how all books are in this case? Alright, well. I guess I go back, right? Police officer. They're always busy searching for clues. Hey, you there! Crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry. I didn't know. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait. You're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And, you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe, your pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Hep, you're a lawyer here, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Let's talk about Mia. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, that's all. Yeah. Death was instantaneous. But she had time to write out the letter. So there's already a contradiction. It's pretty good. I'm really glad I'm playing this one. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The prosecutor Edgeworth is on prosecution. Edgeworth. Sure you know what that means. You're a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. I'm Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you don't know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain and he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets the guilty verdict. We'll talk about him that way. You make him sound barely human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became the prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors that the back alley deals forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgewood hates crime with almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I want to ask him about the murder. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too? I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. What about the glass? There's broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh yeah, that. Seems like the glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it was her handwriting or not. There's no proof Mia wrote it. That's good to know. Thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal, but when it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. I don't know how I feel seeing everything written up like this. Makes Mia's death feel so routine. Oh, let me ask about the phone. I was wondering, did you ever see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, I have that. You think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. Something the matter? Oh, no, just, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it like her boyfriend's. The phone's holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There are any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems like you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Alright. That's all the questions I need to. You're all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyer's ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. You finished Final Fantasy VII and yeah, I heard about Dragon's Dogma. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, but it's April May. They come up with stupid names. Like, it's like I wrote this. It's like April May because you're right next to each other and they're actually kind of names. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've already sent her home, then. Haha, you're trying to lawyery tricks on me now. She's not going outside the room until the trial, so she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Borderline constrictor, pal. Who was that? Oh, we can hear Maya. Yeah. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Maya cry when she saw it. The sky is blue and so am I. The hotel is right across the way. Well, that tells me where to go.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're like totally that lawyer, aren't you? Like the detective told me. He said like, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like totally something out of a movie. It's like so exciting and hardly contain myself. Oh, let me like go like totally freshen up. That's part of like the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. What's this? What's sticking out of your drawer there, lady? Screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Do they think I'm stupid? Do they think I am the dumbest? Do they think I am a literal brick wall? The phone was unscrewed. This is why I'm good at these games, because I check literally everything. The phone was unscrewed. There's a screwdriver. Check the frickin' phone fingerprints. There's no way they're putting screws on the faceplate of a phone. You gotta go underneath of that.
Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really like totally shouldn't like pry around in people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to like make me like upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside that drawer.
Shouldn't do it again. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's Faye and co-office building, of course. You can see the... I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from this distance, though. So there's no facial recognition. Bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying. It's true. Still seen painting. Wait, that'd be a still what? Oh, jeez. Flowers are fake, as expected. I know some flowers and tulips, but it's the extent of my floral knowledge. I want to look into that again, but I also know I shouldn't. You think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, like, observed incident? You just sound like totally like a lawyer in the movies. Like, I like a man with like a big vocabulary. I better not encourage you. You know what that thing that that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see happen? Don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me like see, like, oh yeah, like, well, dream on. If you like want to know, you'll like have to like come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is there someone staying here with you? Oh, like, what an amazing powers of, like, observation. You, like, totally must be one of those famous detectives, like, on the television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Saying, like, Mr. Big Detective, why are you, like, going looking for clues in the garbage, This maid doesn't like to, like, nosy little lawyers, Oh, boy. Well, who is Miss May? Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, you're, like, totally hitting on me? No, I'm just doing my job here. You like totally know you're like cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. You had your little like hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Alright, well you're useless. Maybe like she'll say something about the report by the time I'm done. Excuse me, but like, I'm a witness. Please let witness understand. How could you like possibly give you any information about the good conscience? Me, the witness, it's just like in the movies. Okay. I don't think she's gonna give me anything. I mean, I guess we go back, right? It seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. That was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Ha ha ha! So you're the one they say they've been looking for, me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, very well. Yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get me in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why is that a strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't really go talking cases these days. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? You refused me before I even got a chance to ask it. What do I tell Maya? I've already examined. That's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the wave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. How do you know Maya Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left that one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. Mission. You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with burning passion. Never looked back on that one. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. You see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client's Mia Fey's sister. Yeah. Mia trusted you. She knew your sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. I think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but you can leave now. Nothing. I've got nothing more to discuss. What's going on? Guess we're moving. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? I want to look at this record. It's all the stuff. We already know this. What do I tell her? Well, let's see. Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened?
You don't
mean you refused to help?
Oh.
I see. I've been abandoned, then.
Well, I can't do anything else.
What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know. She could be alive.
One of my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There's a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruby.
That she disappeared. Several years later after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh. Also, I had to become an independent, or I would lose my powers.
Feel bad for her. All up self on that mountain. So who was this man who ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was this unusual murder case. It made me quite a stir, and everyone was talking about it. Apparently, police were running around for leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use the spirit medium, did they?
Please convince my mother, try not to contact the victim.
Wow. So what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
And when my mother helped, the police capture was innocent. Police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and he leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on this big time. My mother became a laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White.
Still long now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do now? Just leave her and go home? I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, no one is sad as a person without any friends. I know what it's been like to be there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone had to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you. But Nick!
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Ooh, she smiled at last. She looks an entirely different person. One last question. You're innocent, right?
Yes, and I trust you.
But trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. So what was inside that strange woman's drawer? She looks like a booby cat. There should be something in there. Just tell me about the day of the murder. Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay. I've been doing all the last few hours just talking about it. Kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. The morning that I called for my sister, she wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as serial murder by now.
So then what did you do when you arrived at the office?
It was right around 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Let's show her the phone, maybe? Hey, I got your cell phone back.
Oh, hey, say, can I listen to my sister's voice?
Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. 4 long tears began to roll down her face.
Thank you. This was lying next to the chief's body. I saw that too. They said they thought it was pieces of a broken nightstand. Yeah, that seems about right. Though I never thought I'd heard of a glass nightstand before this. It's true. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she? Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... The detective thinks I did it. Sorry, I've never seen that before. Yeah, I know. I want to talk to you about the murder weapon. Okay, I can't. Well, yeah. I guess I go back to my... Looks like Detective Gumshoe's gone home. Police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. I guess I'll head out. So I guess I'm supposed to go back to the hotel. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. All right, I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. You know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. If you need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Oh, that's me. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. No, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come to I end up embarrassing myself? Wait. Now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. I'd ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that before? Red, white, and blue. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver. Okay, now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wire tape? What would a woman like her do with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to the woman's bottom. Phoenix. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh. Bellboy still there? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing you with tomorrow, Miss May, in court. Okay. I mean, I guess they're giving me a good cutoff for this episode, so... I guess if you're interested in figuring out what happens, come check out the next episode. We'll see what court's going to be like, because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But, yeah, if you guys are watching the video, make sure you go check out the live stream. If you're in the live stream, make sure you stick around. It's not time to go yet, just yet. So, yeah, stay that way. So we'll see you in the next one with the rest of this. As we figure out what's going on. Check out all the links and stuff in the description. Best bits and the timestamps in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one. So until then, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, burn it up. Yo, what's going on, Bree? Welcome in. I love how there's like these little like sectioned off. It's you're supposed to stop recording right now. It's very episodic. I remember I should talk about that in the video. So hold on. What's up, Bree? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to talk about what this reminds me of a little bit in the video. But it does remind me of another game I played that is kind of like this. Not really. But oh. Yeah. Cool. I will let this render. All right. Shall we into it? Just was waiting for this to kind of end up. All right. Hope you're doing well, though.
Alright, here we go. What's good, Chaotic Nation and Invisible People? My name is Chaos. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Episode 3. I was just thinking about this on stream as we're playing this. And I'm like, it reminds me of when I did Doki Doki all those many, many years ago. This game reminds me of that, where it kind of got like these little like tiny things that you can notice, but you have to really be paying attention. So, I'm trying my best to stay in touch with that, give you guys the best possible outcome, and see what happens here at trial, I guess. Or is it always 10 a.m.? Now I gotta go against Edgeworth, right? Court is session for trial of Miss Maya Fey. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I gotta make him sound like a confident, arrogant prick, right? That's right. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness there. He'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give your opening statements. Thank you, Your Honor. He's got real like if you've ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh, he's got real Pegasus vibes. Like, it's just all I can say. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. She. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. We may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, this idiot. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of this office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It's heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, was found at the scene of the crime, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence. She did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Not your penis. I mean, what? As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. But we had an eyewitness describing her account. Can I object here? No. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Back. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister could find any contradiction in the witness testimony, she would bluff it and impress the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know something of his sister's tricks. Alright, let's give it a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Yeah, this guy's an idiot. We can definitely cross-examine him. As soon as... Hold it! Who'd you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure did much though. Right, please continue. There are two people there already. I'm not gonna press that one. Hold it. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. Their funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points and press with a little more care. Okay. You did not. Hold it. Why is that? Why was your reason? Why we had a witness account describing her. Then we saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. I'm pressing that. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it. Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what is about this woman's in Pink's claim was hard evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious. She sure isn't in pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess it's pressing can't have its advantages. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective, let's hear your testimony again. Alright. Securing the suspect, examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words Mayo were written clearly in blood. Lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's speculation. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. You're speculating. You don't know that.
Well, we'll be in a cross-examination. I have one question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why did you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful.
Very well.
Defense may begin its cross-examination.
Okay. We're gonna just clarify it's this one. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly the evidence and the statement now related?
They aren't. Are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think of the facts before making accusations.
Oh. I remember writing a piece of paper next to the victim's body. I was just trying to see if it was the same one. But I really clearly in blood. Lab test results showed it was the victim's blood. Can I... I want to press this one. What kind of tests were these again?
What kind? Here they take the bits in the blood and hemoglobin bobbin.
I refuse to testify in this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests.
It's quite clear. You may continue testing.
It's hemoglobin test. You're welcome.
Thank you, yes. Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah. Look forward to your next evaluation as should you.
That was a mess.
Right, where was I? So there was blood found on the victim's finger. I want to press that. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? Oh, because she's left-handed. She was. Ha 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 ha! Nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. She died. The victim wrote the killer's name. I'm gonna press that, because you don't know that. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about the reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Oh, shut up, Edgeworth.
Stop right there.
The witness's opinion in the matter is irrelevant. Facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Oh, shut up, Edgeworth. I'm not slapping in your stupid papa's face.
Order, order.
That didn't go as well. That's right. That's what he said. It's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction somewhere. Let's find it. That has to be it. It's the difference in the autopsy. That has to be the only thing. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. Say the victim, Maya Fey, wrote on this note that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. Your boy. I shouldn't have drank that water. It's killing me. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective.
Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down.
Shut up, Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy reports? When? Day after the murder. It's the day after the murder.
Prosecution point being...
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from the blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way.
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did not have time to write Maya. Did have time to write Maya, that is all.
I see.
Dang it, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham? What do I say here? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report?
Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
Well, that's an obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl who saw the murder with her own eyes. We're not doing well.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her innocent... Her is innocent. Definitely not her bedroom scene. What? Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service, Wink. She even's like standing like that in her pose.
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, totally in my room. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from the Fay and Co. offices? That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
Well, what can I... So what we know from being at her apartment is you can't possibly get a clear visual across the street. It was 9 at night, and I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she, caught up to her, and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of, slumped. The end, that's all I saw, every little bitsy and witsy wink.
Oh, Your Honor. See, it's just a remarkably solid testimony. You don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What about my cross-examination?
I think the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. A cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
I'm going to do it. I'll gladly proceed with a cross-examination. Only because I have the feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
You may begin your cross-examination. Big boy.
So 9 is... Alright, that's important. Oh, shoot. Alright, that statement contradicts this evidence. I don't see anything contradictory. I didn't mean to click the button. I'm sorry. I wanted to look at it. I pressed the button.
And, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Okay.
One attacker was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away.
Hold it.
She dodged? Dodged what? Oh, like the attack. Please continue with testimony. Girl, she caught up to her and she hit her.
That's it? Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. It's gotta be in there somewhere. Maybe I'd better just press her on the facts a little bit. Alright, do you know it's 9 o'clock? Why did she do that?
Huh? Why? Like what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of like, you know...
Bounces her tits. She's just bouncing her tits to get affection. Okay, whatever.
I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling that she's trying to avoid that question. Maybe we should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. See how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Shut up, Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needing her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. The poor girl. Order! Meister Wright, you have been warned. What about poor me? He looked out the window. Then what did you see next? Hold it. The woman with long hair. Well, that was Mia Fey?
Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
Your thing? The person attacking her?
One attacking was a mousy little girl.
How do you know this stuff? How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique, but women know these things. Look, I know, okay?
There's only one person at the scene of the crime with that short, girlish figure. That's one of these bulletproof, though. He's right. Do I question the testimony? Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Yes, May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Ugh. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning of this? Somebody tell me, because I'm like totally clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, snap! No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except her. And I only know that because I talk. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Ow! What are you trying to say, Mr. Mean Lawyer? I, totally saw what I saw. I just, didn't, think all the, trifling, details were, totally necessary.
Miss May, court would like to remind you, please omit nothing in your testimony. Especially your... Don't tell her that, because she's gonna shake her bones. As many if you would. Almost had her. What's so wrong? I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
She totally hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock.
Oh, the thinker.
That statue clock, I think.
They've all been saying it's a statue. How does she know it's a clock?
Should be detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
Oh yeah, we're going straight to the freaking clock. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Like your boobs. Like, revealing? Like, what if you, like, wouldn't you... You would like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said this thing of the statue of the Thinker was a clock. Well, there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. But another person in the much same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Alright, that's... Phoenix, that's a little bit too much.
Order, order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Shut up, Edgeworth. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
No. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue questioning the witness.
Whew. That was close. If you had stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So like, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How do you know that was a clock? Like, well, that's like, because I heard it. Yes, I heard it, like, say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Faye and Co. No? Hey, like, I, like, totally didn't say that. Like, why would I go there? I heard it from, like, hotel room. Hee hee. May and Co. where the murder took place? It's very close to the hotel. She could have easily have heard the clock.
Well, Miss Wright, are you satisfied?
Not at all. No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing the clockwork. Ooh, we table turning.
Could you possibly...
Just take a look, that right now.
Oh!
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
As the defense says, this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
Is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Edgeworth. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. You knew the clock was empty? Somehow? He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
It's true that it's a possibility the clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
This is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Miss Wright, can you prove it when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof.
What?
It wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof as much as you like. Evidence that proves that when the clockwork was removed. Take that, my middle finger. Take a look at this.
This is a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have like a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order, order.
Cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. He's up for evaluation soon. Guess I am starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. I heard the sound. So you want me to just hold on to the thinker for you then? You could. I probably should tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. Gotta take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think it makes clear clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Goes up, rude. Oh, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? Like, I totally saw the clock before. It was that story again. I got so many. Oops, I forgot. I'm just gonna flash me. Stop doing the boob thing. You're gonna get me demonetized.
So when I said, seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce as evidence that we approve.
It's the clock itself. It's made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and that one isn't here. The one that isn't here is in police custody.
Possible. Like, I totally, like, everything is, like, sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, man, that's why it would be so cool to be a lawyer. You just get to say all these burns. People are like, man, he might not have won our case, but he definitely said some cool stuff. Oh, excuse is not on sale today?
No, like
Was that heart thing spinning? Well, she's evil now.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
She turned the table.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This court of law must remain calm.
Yeah. Oh, silly me. Did I lose it? I guess I did.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear, does the defendant have an opinion on this behavior?
Yeah, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Let me explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. Miss May held that clock in her hands.
Mr. Wright, when was this?
When she used it to strike the victim. When else? I'm just accusing everybody of killing people.
Order, Mr. Wright. Is what the meaning of this?
April May, you killed Maya Fey. Say. I can't even say that because it was so expertly crafted. When you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. Oh, frickin' Phoenix. This. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix, right? Well, what's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty. Well, of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain the poor misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. She did. It'd be my pleasure.
No way.
Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Teehee. Didn't I the murder take place at 9 at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered room service from a hotel bellboy.
Certainly the bellboy corroborates the witness's story.
There goes. She was not at the crime scene. Rock solid.
Mr. Wright, you just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent, beautiful woman.
I am beautiful. Sorry, Your Honor. I didn't feel so well. But if that's the case, now that you know the thinker was a clock. Wait. Your Honor, I figured it out. There's one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof.
Oh, what proof?
How did you witness know the clock? Only thing is the wiretap. That's it. That's all I got. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. That's evasion of privacy, Phoenix.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were taping the victim Mia's Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was taping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone?
Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone the weapon was a clock is...
What? The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. I don't get what I'm supposed to put up here. Why is Mia's name spaced out like that? I don't know what the proof that the victim said on the phone. The only way that that's there is this, right? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what is this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Shut up, Edgelord.
Get out of here, Edgelord. I'm done with you.
No, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defendant demands an answer.
La la lurf. Let's answer the question. Did you tap her phone?
Miss May, shut up, all of you. Look, it's right to talk to me like that. You lawyer. That's really what your comeback is, you lawyer?
It's no fair. Like, all of you, like, totally ganging up on me like that? Oh, I'm like... So, I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I, like, have to? Isn't, like, this, like, a murder trial? Isn't, like, tippity-tapping her, irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. I hardly call that irrelevant because it's the phone. I'm full of it today.
While this court does not confirm the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, you have an explanation for the court.
But, like, the time of, like, the murder, like, I was in, like, my hotel room, like, getting room service. I could have, like, totally killed her. But, like, you don't believe me, and then just ask, like, the bellboy.
Does this defense have anything to say?
Well, come on. Right, on with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Mr. Premier is admitted to the wiretap, yes. That bears no relevance to the case at the hand murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. I think this can't be the end. I'm out of evidence.
The cross-examination over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call?
None, Your Honor. She's the last.
What? That means... Why, he's guilty.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Defense would like to call the bellboy after all. This disc. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy, Miss April May's alibi be proved to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth, he's got me back into a corner. I don't see another way to do this. I accept.
Very well. The court shall close the hotel bellboy. Just stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. Certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, so I'm happy to be of service. Jesus is rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin to his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head of the bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel. In business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in our evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at a precisely the requested time, of course, and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder, I will be finished. Why did you call at 8 o'clock to get room service for 9 o'clock? Nobody cares about your stuff. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely. That's not what I want to question. How can you be so certain? I checked in Miss May personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And I saw them, and point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Hold it. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to, I guess, Miss May yourself. Oh my gosh. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought it to the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with the embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for a kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. The moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something. I wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's not good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It's a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? I got you, right? Wait, please wait. Yes, the defense have something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Shut up, Edgelord. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. Give you one last question, that's it.
What do I ask him about? I ask him about the check-in, because that's the only thing he brought up that I haven't. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Or checked out Miss May, rather. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. First, my thought was that she was beautiful, beautiful person. She just my type of girl, so it was disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what was exactly a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but I'd even have a little chance of... I'd even have a little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? Shut up, Edgelord. I'm done with you. I object. That was objectionable. Bro doesn't even know what to say.
Objection overruled. The witness may answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Yeah, he asked me not to mention if I was specifically asked, sir.
You fool.
I've done it. I've won.
Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned another person was involved and may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was taping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. That bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of this other man from the court. Not amateur. The accusations are ludicrous. Enough. What is acknowledged the defense's argument? Expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That's all for today. The trial of my fate. Court is adjourned.
Oh snap! I kicked his butt. This is a long episode. Sorry. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
And again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. The face of his, with his wide eyes and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine.
You say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see. But I got a great lead on today's trial. A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that? Anyway.
The police I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
You think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis,
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
And that's it. That's for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me now. Anyway, we have time to pavement. Time at the pavement. You gotta do some investigating. Mai doesn't belong in that detention center. It's up to me to set her free. To be continued, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. We did the work. We did God's work in this courtroom. So we will continue on in the next episode. You guys should check out the links in the description. Check out all our amazing creators here on the channel. For those of you watching the video, come check out the live stream. We're live over on Twitch. I'd love to have you guys join us in the actual thing where I'm doing all these fun stuff. It's pretty cool. Those on Twitch, you know, we're still sticking around. I'll let you know after done with the episode, if we're going to be finishing up or not. So just stay tuned for that. And I think that's pretty much it. I would say the only other thing I have to say is BB timestamps in the description down below. And like to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. So until then, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up. Yeah, I always have that put that message there because people think I'm done, and yeah. So I mean I understand because I'm doing a wrap up and it's the same thing. So it's the same outro. So it's like it's very much like I'm actually ending the stream, but I'm not. So I want to make sure that we don't do that. All right, I'm gonna take a break while this ad's going on. I want to finish this story at least, and then we might call it. But I need to get up and take care of something real quick. So I will be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Enjoy the ads.
Hello, we back. Headset back on. Oh, we don't know. We don't know if she's guilty or not. If you're asking about the trial specifically, Nico, I didn't finish that conversation, so I should have said that. We don't know if she's guilty or not because the loose end. We don't have access to the guy. He's not part of this trial at the moment, so he wasn't a part of the trial until we got through this day of the trial. So we have to do another trial session with him and questioning him before we can know if he was the actual person or not. So she is not the only suspect right now because that other man is involved. So we don't know if he is the guy he's our guy or not. Okay, let's get it back into it. I'm gonna save real quick. Here we go. What's good, Chaotic Nation and Invisible People? My name is Chaos. Welcome back to the second episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney in the game. It's like episode 4, I think, of the actual series. So it's 3 or 4, something like that. So we just finished the trial. If you missed the last episode, want to go watch it. But I guess I should be doing these updates, especially with multiple episode trials and stuff like that. So we found out that April May was wiretapping, but we found out she checked in with somebody else. So there's another person. We're trying to find him and get information on him to continue our trial.
But like, hello. Like, I totally didn't expect anyone to like visit me in such like a dank place as this. It's really quite like moving. Not, you stinky lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Oh, that's me. Fortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough of questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, like, what did you, like, wish to ask me then? For your number? How'd she get totally waxed? She's a cute girl. They all have issues, man. I want to ask about the wiretap. Guess what? Like, actually, I, like, really hate your guts. So, like, get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Alright, well, let's talk then. Let's talk about your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, does it, bottom-feeding scum-sucking lawyer? Bottom? You can't tell. Does she really have a thing against lawyers or just against me? About the man who stayed with you in a hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, like Jose. Maybe I had something to get her to talk. So I have to find something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, like, when you say it like that, it sounds like so cold. So criminal. Like, what? Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May. Oh, like, I suppose, like, you learned that in, like, lawyer school? Mm-hmm. Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Alright, well, she is. I can't examine her breastises. That's what everyone wants. I always like the smile on the camera. Is he actually freaked out? This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch, no. Maybe he doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May here. Alright, we should go to the hotel. Oh, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation would swell as the hotel. Where the murderer used a wiretap. You can charge a premium for a room, of course. It will be great for business. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. I ever feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream. So you're our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Well, first I want to look around. See back in this drawer. Still a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Ah, please leave that there, as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's to become one of the most popular attractions here. But it's probably good that I don't touch it. Nice weather again today. I can see Faye and co-office, of course. Ah, yes, we plan to install a telescope to that window, of course. Which is $5 will earn you 3 minutes to view a kill.
Just kidding, sir. Oh, by that look in his eyes, I say he's more than serious. Bottle 2, last one 2. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before the murder. It will be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Alright, so it looks like it has a whack job. Small bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Why was the bed made? Ah, seen... okay. Seen this. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Guy. The man with Miss May. Tell me about it. I wanted to ask you about who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. This struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are rare, same ilk. We both carry a scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. Got a photo of that man. I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo. Alright, let me find a photo. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, she said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person is this guy. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! On that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. The subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. I said manor like poop. It's supposed to be Murder Manor. I just put put emphasis on the wrong syllable. So I'll do better. What do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your frickin' tea set, man. So I have to show him a picture. Have you seen the wiretap? Okay. So I don't think you're helpful right now. Let's go to Grossberg. Huh? Looks like Grossberg's out today again. The painting is frickin' gone! Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was painting of... Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. That's what I'm looking for. What's this, old photos? There's 2 lying here. Something's been written on them in pencil on the backs. DL6 incident, Exhibit A. DL6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Well, let's look at A. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will just miss one photo. Might be valuable. I'll take it for now. That's the one I want. Yep. Alright, nothing new. Alright, let's go back to the hotel. And let's present him the image of this guy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Not a doubt that it's the man who checked in with Miss April May. How do I write an affidavit swearing that it's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Have him write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Hurry up and write it. Let's go back here, I guess. It's like forensics is taking the day off. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police gaily gave this place to work over. Doubt there's any value to this. Alright. So nothing else to examine in here. Alright, well let's move. Can I go further in?
Alright, I guess we're going back to the detention center. Or going back to Grossberg. No more photos on the desk? Alright.
You again, can't you, like, take a hint, like, stay gone?
Hey, I'm the reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Oh, is this my fault now? You know, like, spiky hair, you also have, like, a spiky heart.
That does it. When is this case done? I'm shaving my head. Alright, let's talk about the guy. Have a look at this.
Like I've totally said several times, I'm, like, telling you.
Where did you?
Haha, reaction.
This is him, isn't it?
Like, who? Like, when? Like, why?
It is him. This is the man who stayed at your hotel room the night of the murder.
No, like, no, that's, like, totally not right.
Nice try, Miss Cooperative.
Do you, like, totally have proof that I was with him? Hmm? Yeah, like, proof? Like, show me the proof.
I'm so close. Did you have a look at this? It's the bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. It was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push your heart. It said all or nothing. Time for a little bluff. No use in playing dumb, if indeed that is an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press.
What? Even though, like, he totally should have been a witness to the murder, your little friend was missing.
I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation.
Ugh. Fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer.
Yes. Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive.
Why are you pumping your fist in the air?
Now, tell me about the man you were with.
That man is like, he's like totally like my boss. Like Mr. Red White.
From Blue Corp. Red, white, blue. Just what she said.
That's him. We found him. This is the guy.
He looks like a sleazeball. Red, white. Information gathering.
I totally like suppose like I call it like a detective agency.
This is the man that was with you the night of the murder.
I'm like scared to talk. I don't like want to like end up like her.
It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. Papermate couldn't have done it. That leaves him. Time to take action. Huh? The sound of water coming from the shower. La-di-da, money making. Alright, I want to examine. That's rude. Fine, I'll go to Blue Corp. Very not blue. The painting. This is surreal decor. Welcome, please furnish yourself with whatever. He said, what the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking that title you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right. I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my gigantics. I'm tired of your vocabulary, baby. What's this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, as you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elites. I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with worldly challenge. What a fruitcake. Let me guess, you are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What do you mean by that? No matter, so what of its business, mighty law you have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy is arrogance meter up the scale. I want to look at this. Haven't I seen this before, somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything that is not but originals. That right there is a bona fide original, worth 5 million for sure. The other guy said was 3. Best of lineup and shows. Justice, special runner-up, best participation, judges cooperation award, special good try prize. The words judges and special kind of stand out. Statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. Model of the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, probably too beauticious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beauticious for just about anyone to appreciate. And it's his body again on the floor. Guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. It's modeled after my own body, you see. Well, does a sleek, rounded shirt not inspire you? Not at all, sir. Not at all. It's the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. I think I've had enough looking around. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear that she is done. What's up, gamer? Welcome in. You guys doing well? We doing some Phoenix Wright today. Hope you guys enjoy it. Recording from my channel, Invisible Corporations. Go check it out. All the fun stuff. Alright. Ah, shoot. I did the thing. Give me 1 second. How you guys doing? My name's Chaos. I do variety here on the channel. We are currently doing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I have to save and load because I messed up. Because when I open it, I don't want to pin it. When I open it on the wrong screen, it messes up. How you doing, Monica? Hope the stream is well. I need to stop watching myself. Any luck with the shinies today? Get your Beldum or anything like that. I am currently recording this series for my YouTube channel, Invisible Corporations, as I said. We will be... So this is a live stream of... This is a recording of a live stream, yeah, so on and so forth, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, all that fun stuff. You can check out this content and such. I do variety, but Pokemon's my mainstay. So if you're new around, and just give me a second to, you know, if you're coming in. Jim Shiny, I got 2 Millstream making a Sandshrew. Very nice. Very nice. I saw you were on the Beldum, and I guess you didn't get that. All right, we gotta get back to this. Sorry about that interruption, guys. It happens. Because when I do things, it messes up the video. At least on my end. You guys probably experience nothing, but it's... I don't want to start looking this way to play the game. So. Alright. What she has done, you mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She gathers information as part of her duties. But, I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is inevitable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in Miss April May's hotel room? You could say I seldom pay attention to mundane details at such a time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White. The hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases, he still won't talk to you. Want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Though I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Why didn't the prosecution call? We should have seen the same thing in April May. Oh, the police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. I said we are the future. Sell information. Just 10 years, I built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I read White of Blue Corp. The founder and CEO named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Red, white, and blue. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. When did you get it? Say, when did you get that painting? No idea, I forgot. I've seen that painting before, yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. Appears you do not fully grasp your position here. Ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Such zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, goody booger. Goody booger, what? Oof. You punched me. Well, Mr. Law, what do you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge it away, I welcome it. For each you who will be found guilty. What? You do my exposition, the police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that really control kind of possible? I don't expect you to understand that this is a world beyond your compensation. Came from Gooderberger's, yes, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. You must ask him, why is it that the painting like this hangs here? Perhaps he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live a life purely professional profit. Go now, skedaddle, there's nothing more to discuss. You are very right. You're kind enough to cease your sense. Okay. Alright, I'll leave.
I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, it's you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I haven't not seen her yet. I was just thinking about the whole mess. Something's really bothering you. That much is clear. You're refusing. I asked before, but why did you refuse a request for defense? I think I have the right to know. Right, Mr. Wright. No. I'm sorry. It's just need more time to think about it, my boy. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me at last all the night. You see, I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, I was just my sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. So I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is that? Well, out with it, my boy. See, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would have. It's a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, can you say? Yes. I want to know what it is. You're lovers. I want to be funny, but I'm not. Mr. White has something on you that doesn't need blackmail. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were me as understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes a living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years. All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. Name on the back of the photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in the defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that was connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh impossible. Possible? Why? His information on everyone he gives it an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than a weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting protocol the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirited medium. A medium. Her name was Misty Fay. Indeed, she was Maya's mother. She had not been investigating a murder at the request of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. That's what Maya was talking about the other day. Did all for her, so I could end her and clear her of the wrongdoing. The murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Well, why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense the police didn't want to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches, and an embarrassment is to me now. As I talked, the police were marked far and wide. In secret, they began to looking at the one who sold them out. Of course, White has heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of the country as he sees fit, and if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Maya's office. Maya's office. She followed every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she wanted to found. Okay, sir. Maybe I can... Sorry, sir. I borrowed this. Ah. So it was you, my boy. Who was this man? Long story, but you'll be needing that back now. Dang it, I needed that. Just check to see if he has any information. I think we're good. He told me where to go. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. They won't let me go back by those. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at?
We're gonna look at the S. ABC. So it should take a look. I have tarnished the... I mean, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who blame for mother in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, and the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, yet the lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was a man who sold the information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... Record stops there. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much there. Well, part is S ends in suicide. There's writing on the most of these in pencil. White. This is Maya's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Maya thought he was involved with these suicides. White drove them all to. I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. When I check T to Z. I know, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? I guess we found our information. I don't think going back to him is helpful. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having you to repeat myself, but it seems the message is not going to stop bothering me. Drive my patience further, and a nasty incident may have occurred. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. There's my eyes, my nose, my mouth. But of course, I just... Alright, shut up, man. I'm gonna put him on the spot, quick. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. What's concerned me now? I found this article in Maya's office. Miss Maya. She has a file filled with this articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with the single word, White. Mr. White, I know that what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Maya investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. It's the wrong. Isn't that what you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Mr. Maya. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You are absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I found him. He's sitting right in front of me. That's what you insinuated. Maya was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tap her phone. Then Maya was murdered. All the documents about my mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... But shut up to work it out, Mr. White. You did it. You won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Just one moment. Wait, is that you? What are you doing to call on me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I have changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Maya Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, I am a very important witness, and I would like to testify. By now, I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quite indeed. Told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh well, and one more thing. Send the police over right here right away. The man is standing right here in front of me. He looks so dazed, but he can be violent. What man? Have you been listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, isn't this one of those? Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. And I'll tell you, Mr. Wrong, you were a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia.
How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried to dismiss me as killer. The case will be good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in local lawyer associations, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they will make you look like competent. You look competent. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. But Butts was the murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Ooh. Can you believe it's only been a day since the first trial? My trial begins tomorrow. Wright's going to set a trap for me. The prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. I'll refuse. I had an idea.
Right! Mr. Wright!
Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention.
Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you.
Ha, now I'm afraid we switched places.
But you mean you?
I explained what happened to Maya.
I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me what anything I can do.
Well, send me in court. Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow.
Oh, right, huh? Leave it to me. I'm Maya's sister after all. Lawyership runs in our blood.
Wasn't ghost powers that reign in your blood?
I better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies.
Well, wait. What? Wait, what? I'm kidding. It was a joke.
No way. No, really, I was kidding.
But thanks. It's good to know that you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway.
But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll show him a thing or two.
Times may change. Yeah, with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. The true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him.
To be continued, ladies and gentlemen.
That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Go down to the comment section, type BB in your timestamps for any funny moments or things you like and you enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm having a blast, and I want to keep doing more, so I'm definitely going to try to get one more in today. Yeah, BB timestamps, like, subscribe, check out the creators in the description down below. My links are there too, so definitely go follow us over on Twitch where we're doing this live. And I guess I'll see you next time for the next episode. So until then, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, burn it up. I want to get this. I want to get this freaking trial done. I feel like if I don't finish it, I'm going to, like, forget everything. It's like I need to do at least one more episode, right? Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you again for that raid, Monica. Much appreciated. Let me refresh this. The good part is we have just enough time to do another episode. We might run a little long just because of all of this stuff, but I don't have anything to do tonight, so we're good. Here we go. What's good, Chaotic Nation and Invisible People? My name is Chaos. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We are finishing our trial, so I need to set the scene, I guess. So we went looking for the guy who is the murderer. We think it's Mr. White. He kind of sold everybody to come get me, and now I'm in trial, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Phoenix, look.
Prosecutor Edgeworth? I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I haven't raised an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have in the judge's pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do everything to get to my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? Why can't you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent. How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All I can do is hope that I get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment today, Phoenix, Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, I should be going. Court will be starting soon. Wait,
But wait, your defense attorney isn't here even yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
She just blew her mouth off. That's crazy. You ever actually played this game? It's amazing. Love this game. It's on sale on Steam. That's where I got it. So if you guys are interested, on Steam, I think it was like $10. 3 games, $10, $3 each. Sounds great. Order now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, it's great. It's like a trilogy, so they're all stacked together. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the events are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. That's why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why did this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off, and I get nowhere. So I'm basically sitting duck. The sad part is I remember this guy's face. So I've seen this trial before, but I don't remember how you win it, which is probably good. Please state your full name. You wish to know the name of my personage? Bling Daddy. Your name? Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or used to be, but to use a more common term, president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. You witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. I always feel like the world is against me. Because it's a video game, dude. Hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Alright. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. It was quite Producify? What the? That is reading to you some papers by the window. I heard the bedlam coming out from outside.
Heard a bedlam?
Dude, what are you? Twice I turned to look across the building across the way. So when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, the man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over it once, and she, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impactation. It was all over. Bedlam chaos. Please Curtis, you testify that I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I think it's this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Does it? Oh, it does. Better find the weakness there. I'm just gonna be a dick. How do you know what time it was? I'm always absolutely positively perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for the secretary again? When Miss May ordered a room service for 9, it happened soon after the room service arrived. So Miss May said too. No hold back. See anything in the game by attacking further. Okay. What were you doing at the time? There's no thing to read in there. By the window, you mean the one directly across from the Fay & Co. offices? Correct, that's why the only window you see. And there where you were reading. Papers? Correct. The Gateway Water is a businessman's hotel. Am I busy? And too, business to do. Bedlam? Must have been when you were attacked, I assume. Can you? Just pressing everything because I can. So you're reading your papers until you heard the sound, but of course, I am no snoop peeping out of the windows at night. No snoop, yeah, right. You've made a career of snooping. I saw him, the spiky-haired man attacking the woman with the long hair. Spiky-haired? And you, Mr. Lawyer. You can't tell. You used to directly contradict Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. So what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes? 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think this witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over the window. She too looked, of course, surprised. Miss May doing all that time? Should she have been taping Faye off his phone? Dang it, Phoenix. Relevant. That has nothing to do with this case at hand. I cared not to have answered the lawyer's question, bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she taped the phone with the Faye woman. Make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am the El Presidente. Please continue. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprehende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you when you ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely positively perfect. Perhaps you can change your... Didn't she say she ran to the right? There it is. That's where it comes in. Wait right there, Mr. White. You dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. That directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly said that the victim ran right. Oh, this simply you must have heard her. I think not. Look at this floor plan. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim was here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into the dead end. Did you find that odd? Very strange. I did not see her run to the left. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, it looks like at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe the reality is the victim... So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is only one scenario that would explain the conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witnesses were not reviewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He's not reviewing the crime from the hotel. If he had not been in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. He's telling the truth, so, in case you're not caught up with what's going on here, because I haven't said anything. He saw her run left, and she saw him run right. Because she was in the hotel, he was killing her. So he was facing the other way. So it was his left, her right. He's going to show you. So he's the killer in the situation. So she runs left. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point of view, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That's where the killer was standing. Oh, you said it, Edgeworth. You said it, Edgelord. Edgy, edgy, edgy. You just sold yourself a grave, man. I'm disrupting this order of court will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. Shut up, Edgelord. Postulations of the defense are distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, you provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. But now, he's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. Here's that I have been unclear. As for this, I must apologize. Mr. Your Honor, I'm going to be allowed to testify once more. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Alright. Show me the pudding. Smay's testimony was correct, as was mine. You assaulted the girl, you first ran to the left. She first ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. But there's only one hit. This was Miss Maysall. You see, you hit her twice. You remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining this witness testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, you're... Absolutely. She ran to the left. You're the left, man. So they're both correct. Actually, can I press this? What do you mean by that? That's what I am about to explain. Is you Americans always so impatient? It's not becoming you. Hey, buddy, you're American too. Okay. Alright. Let me... I got it. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were positively perfect? That was a good impression. It's hard to do an impression of an impression. Like, I don't know if people do that. I'm refraining from using my own phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. This is obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, wait. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well, if the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the window when I heard that thing fall. The next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you hit her with a single blow. Twat! Thwop, indeed. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. What was that thing? Huh? From the glass nightstand, right. The one that had fallen over the night of the scene. Yeah, very odd. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass nightstand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Okay, of course. Okay, I guess you can kind of see it. Alright, if nothing else comes up, that's what I'm presenting, because it's in the corner of the room. So it kind of makes me think it's not. There. Which I think corroborates her testimony. Saw Miss Mia run to the
left. Then she turned and ran for the door. I'm gonna press that. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. Got him! Got him! Oh, he sold so bad. Dude, should put him. This guy should be a used car salesman because he sold so bad. No, not me. The killer. I mean, he gave chase. Objection. Shut up, edgelord. Please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is the only one trying to flush you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Then you did it in with her, a single blow with whap. Phoenix. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch on to something. Oh, that's me. Won't be easy. Hold it. Gus was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us before the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to... Wait! One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. Oh, it's falling apart. Shut up, edgelord! Honor, please. I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Well, the witness will make continuous account. And I saw Mia on the left. I'm gonna try to do this. Miss Mia? So wait, did you know the victim personally? No, I triple no. How could I? Shut up, Angela. I see nothing but the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you tearing the witness. You're looking a little flustered, edgelord. The killer, you attacked. She dodged. Let me press. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. Don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. To the left. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. I did that, yeah. I already did that one. Hold it. Whap? Doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. But yes, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix. He's getting a lot less talkative. Alright, we're gonna do the nightstand. Let's see what happens. It's it, so that's good. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the nightstand. Okay, so I said that like 5 minutes ago, but because of the way, so like, I'm gonna show you. Because of the way the glass is in the frame here, like it's right here. You can see my mouse. If this glass is in the frame, you know, you technically could see. Well, no, you can't. I guess I'm thinking of it top down. Yeah, I'm right. Just ignore me. We're gonna keep moving on. He's gonna tell you the story. It's fine. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly, when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. It isn't obvious. Saw before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problem here. What problem is this, Mr. White? Let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel room before the incident occurred. Correct. That's it. I got him. That's so conclusively definitive and undeniably impeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't you see? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. Person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Because of how the floor plans are. Take that. Look at this. It's the floor plans of the scene of the murder. Yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say about that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell over either.
There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been during the moment it fell. The only place I could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Someone hire me as a voice actor. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. White?
Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I miss me, Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Shut up, man. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? You said you shouldn't confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap?
Order, Mr. Edgeworth. Explain what the court mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court. The White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is heading. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered the secretary, Miss April Mate, to tap the law office of Miss...
What does it have to do?
Your Honor. The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Mr. Fay's office, am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I reached the Fay and Co. law offices. That's when I saw that accursed light stand.
Oh, I'm confused. Please explain what the court with all this means, sir.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
See.
However, it's the fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. He went to the place of the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. You gotta love him, but you gotta hate him too.
Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Leave it to me. I feel things. Oh my gosh, how many testimonies do we gotta do? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the... Okay, week before... It can't be the week before. That's a lie. Sorry, of course, I had done the whole player chat. What's this glass light stand?
So you saw the light stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify it fallen over by the sound?
Correct, that is right. I see.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I'm supposed to tell him that he's a big piece of doo-doo that's just a polished turd on a stand. Stop, go back. Hold it, sir. Do you have proof? Oh, shut up, man. Labor remained with the details of his face phone's conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Oh, right. The thing. Hold it. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found at the law offices. They were obviously Mr. White's. If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay and Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. No, you had not. Why did you place the tap on me as phone? This has no bearing in your current case, Your Honor. We work as a detective agency of sorts. We have responsibility. Oh, that's him. We have responsibility to protect our client confidentiality. That's when I saw this grand light stand. No, you didn't. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It's quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. This reputatious thing deserves attention, does it not? That's all. Dang, there's nothing here for me to press him on. Well, maybe he's ratted enough that I can bluff him out of something out. That's the wrong part. Alright. This is the same thing. Alright.
Oh, I can bluff him out of something. Afraid this is as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore.
Right? Are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that place. Maya? Never give up, Phoenix. Maya? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Oh, you're finally awake. Ah! Hey, Phoenix. God, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I wanted you to look at me. It's cute. You're Maya? Did you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that it was strong enough to shock and awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have the receipt in your court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like the from a famous department store. 100,000 loans. Item: glass nightstand. Date of purchase: September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in this testimony? I was at the beginning of the... Yeah, see, I knew that was the wrong part. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. You just have to prove it. Right. See, I knew it was... I know stuff. It just won't let me do the things.
Alright, we get it. Defendant brother, are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then start where you left off.
Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is all finished. All that is required now is you pass judgment on the defendant's Phoenix rights. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
Mr. Edgeworth has noted the trial is far more than less than finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin with your cross-examination.
Do you have proof? Oh, we're... Look closely at this. See the word Maya written on blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. Side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Where? A glass light set. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's supposed to be so achievable. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand that it must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. And that is all for the trial of...
Not so fast, Phoenix, right? Oh, shut up. Man. No way, he can't be worm his way out of this one. Oh, wait, I forgot it's Edgeworth.
There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Echo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong the trial any further. What, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it'd be me, the prosecution. We need today to ascertain whether these new claims have been any basis for factual evidence. Proceed. Objection denied. What? Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what can happen. I can't. Now. We're sure to come up with something and make up something. After all, Mia showed up to help me and all. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Yeah. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read the note out loud. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is the one writing this one. Something I would like to read to the court. Here we go. Man. The memo Mio had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. So stop this test, Salt, please. Stop, Miriam, stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right now, or else this list will be released to the press. No, I confess. I did it, I heard it. I hit Miss Mia with... Thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Yeah, but I see no reason to continue this trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that when you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Not guilty. You suck, Edgelord. I've kicked your butt twice. I'm 2-0 against you, man. Get out of here. That's all. This court is adjourned. December 9th. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. Lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me. And Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My timing is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's so much more to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore, Phoenix. Can you come to the office tonight and say 9 o'clock? I'll see you later. Chief, Maya. 9:02. I'm late. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came, Maya. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What did I look like? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. Well, I might be able to, like, use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means this office. Somebody has to help out with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right? Who better but me, my Fae, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on the second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down for business, dog? You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name, nice. I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with the voice. It's just not too much. Great name, Mia, so that's what your friend Larry calls you, Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know what I think about it? It's Maya's fault I'm here now, but if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. Law Office, it's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. Ace Attorney music's great. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it, huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on! Time's wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to finish this today. We got it done. Thank you for coming. I feel very Damien Dragon going, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today. Yeah, you get to take a look at what the next one is. So we will jump into the third. Oh, jeez, it's on the screen. We'll jump into the third saga. Well, the third chapter. I'm gonna say. The story in the next one. You know how it be, guys. You know very much how it be. But yeah, thank you for hanging out and being a part of it. We finally get the case done. Time to move into the next thing, and we'll see what happens with it. So make sure you stay tuned here. Subscribe down below. Hit that like button. Show your support for the channel. Go join us on the Discord server, Invisible Corporation's Commons. It's in the description, as well as the links for all of the rest of our creators and my links too. If you want to come hang out with us live on twitch.tv/KS6 chat, we're having a great time. So tell your friends, get them come in here, come be part of the chat. I'm loving this game. I'm having an absolute blast. I hope you are too. And as I said, we're going to be doing these episodes kind of where the break is. So if some of them are a little bit longer, like this one's a little bit longer than my usual episode. If that's how it is, yeah, that's how it is. We want to make sure I get all the content in for you. And I especially want to make sure that I'm not a dummy and forget stuff that I need to know for the trials, because I do that when I don't play the game in a row. So it's one of those games you just got to play kind of straight through. So that's part of it. But that is it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. See you next time. So until then, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, as always. It is Von 10th. It's Forever Chaos. Yeah, that's good. Oh my gosh, that's fun. I love this game. I'm having such a great time. You know, I'll be honest with y'all. This is one of those games that I'm like, I get bored of it. It looks like a lot of fun to watch. Actually, it may be a little bit boring to watch, but it also is kind of fun to watch too. I think I bring a different light to this than, because the guy I watch play this, he just kind of read everything in his own voice. I love using the voices. I think it brings so much to the dynamic of this game because it's so text-based that you have to kind of add your own stuff into it. Continent. I love Continent. But I love doing the voices and bringing that. It's part of, like, I've always had a subtle dream of being a voice actor. So, love to do it. I hope my face is expressive too, so that's part of it. And again, if you ever want to watch this back, go watch it on Invisible Corporation. I'm going to plug that real quick. Because we are going to be actually ending the stream now, because I've done enough. I'm actually over time by a couple minutes. So yeah, look forward to seeing more of this on Thursdays. I think I'm at the point where I'm gonna play all of them in a row just because I like them. I have another series that might be coming up too. I might be doing the next best bets. I might be doing the next Madness. It's Monday Madness series on the channel. We just did finish up. Sorry. I'm gonna turn the music back on, but I'm gonna reset the game because where I was at was kind of the it was on the other screen, so I can't see you guys from I have the game open, so that's just part of what's going on. So I'll just open it so you guys can hear it. We have music in the background. Yeah, so if you want more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, any of the trilogy, I'll be here. I don't know. I guess I said we'll play through all of it. No worries. That's gonna happen. I'm loving the series. I'm having a great time. So we're gonna play through the entire game. All three of them. I don't know if, again, depending on how long they are, I don't think they're that long of games, so I might just run the entire trilogy in one set of recordings and not do other stuff. So we'll see about that. Love your voice acting. I really appreciate that. It's something that I've really added into my content, and I feel like it adds a new element. Because I'm like, I do Pokemon Nuzlocke. That's what I know. You guys know I do Pokemon Nuzlocke. it's so boring to read the same text dialogue over and over again, right? So I like to give it a little bit of voice, a little bit of animation, throw in some extra dialogue stuff, you know. Yeah, that's part of the content I offer with these kinds of things. And honestly, I'm having a blast. I think this is going to be a great series. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I don't think that's possible because it's such a good game. And I'm dying to play it. I bought it like 3 months ago or something like that. Knew it was the next series. I bought this before we were even done with Hollow Knight. So I think I bought this at the same time as I bought Hollow Knight, actually. So I've been waiting to play this. I'm really excited that I finally get to play it, and I get to do it for you guys. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am, if not more. If not, I hope just as much. And you are right, music is phenomenal in this game. It's kind of like retro, like 8-bit almost, but it's not. And I know it came out that early, so yeah, it does have that kind of stuff going for it. But yeah, all right. Well, this is on a Thursday content for now. As I said, I might have something else pop up. So what I'm gonna try to do is at least get through the first game, which I think is just Ace Attorney. We'll try to get through the first game before that happens, and then after that happens, I might take a little bit of a break to do that other thing, and then we'll come back to it at that point. But I definitely want to take a break from it at the right time, not later or anything like that. So we'll see. And if it's a thing that like it's a problem, I might just try to I might forgo Fire Emblem a little bit to get Ace Attorney done, and then we'll just do Fire Emblem as things come up. So yeah. So make sure you guys hit that follow button down below if you're new to the channel, if you haven't done so already. Thank you again, Monica, for the raid. Kong, thank you again for the Prime sub. Nico for the 100 bits. I really appreciate it. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you for all the support on this series. I kind of did it on a whim, wondering if I would enjoy it or not. We're also so close to 12,000 followers. Well, 1,200 followers. So you guys should follow the channel. Definitely try to get us there. I'm going to plug my socials as well. I've been plugging them a little bit all day. So make sure you grab all those socials. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Discord. I'm on Twitch, obviously. I have a YouTube channel that I do Pokemon content on. I have a YouTube channel that we do stuff like this on. So if you're interested in that, you can check out Invisible Corporations. All this stuff is there for you. And you get to see... So tomorrow, we'll be back with... I'll be late tomorrow. I want to preface that. I'm expecting to start the stream about 6 o'clock. Really depends on when my match is done. I have a draft league match at 5, so once that's done, we'll jump into the stream, and draft league match will go up on Sunday, so you can check that out too. But let's find a raid. I think I got a guy. I want to see if his stream is working. It is working, so we're good. So let me send you over there. I haven't got a chance to raid my boy in a while. Let's go say hi to my friend Farless. If you guys want, speaking of new games, this is a new one for me, so we're gonna go to a game that's just came out today. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. This is the updated one, so if you're interested in looking how it looks, it doesn't really look that different to me. It's kind of a little bit better UI, I guess, but go enjoy Farless. He's a phenomenal content creator, does a lot of Pokemon stuff, and as well as some variety stuff. So this is his chance to do something a little different, like Paper Mario: 1000 Year Door. Great game, love it. I've played a lot of it, so can recommend this game and can recommend this streamer a lot. So I know you'll enjoy it and you'll have a good time. Appreciate you guys watching and hanging out here with me. It's been a blast, at least on my end. I hope you feel the same. Of course, if you want to let me know stuff, go to the Discord server. We have a whole Discord server. Go chat that. Well, that's enough of me. You've heard enough of my outros and stuff for the day. So go enjoy Farless. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully with a dub under my belt. But I don't know. I can't tell you until tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Enjoy Farless. Take care. See you next time. Till then, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always,